Hey, Jess, give me half these flowers, will ya?
Sure. Where's the boss want them?
Right up here.
Well, I can't wait to see Hannah in a dress.
That ought to be good for a laugh.
Oh, hurry that up, fellas. Folks will be arriving soon.
We're almost done, Teddy.
We gonna get to do any shooting tonight, Lee?
Well, you might have to shoot Teddy.
Shoot the boss? How come?
Once you're playing Romeo to Hannah's Juliet, you have to shoot him to put him out of his misery.
That bad, huh?
Well, let me put it this way. If Shakespeare were still alive, this would kill him.
Hannah's all ready for her big night. She's a bit nervous about not wearing her gun, though.
That's just like Hannah.
Yeah, she even sleeps with her gun on.
Elias, will you sit next to me during tonight's performance?
Oh, I'm sorry, Lieutenant. The Marshal is my escort tonight. Right, Marshal?
I am? Oh, yeah, you bet. However, I won't be able to sit with you at the performance. It's part of my little surprise. But I'm sure I could talk Molly into preparing us a romantic candlelight dinner after the show.
Sounds wonderful until this evening.
I don't get it. This afternoon, I really thought we were hitting it off.
Well, there's no sense in trying to compete with the best. I've always been irresistible to women. However, Lieutenant Dasher, there is another woman of exquisite looks and character who is very interested in you.
Really? I've met all the women in Lost Bluff, and I don't recall
I'm
any...
not surprised you don't remember. When you met Hannah this morning, she was dressed for her role in the Wild West thriller, Best in the West.
You mean that fellow I met this morning? That was really a girl.
Yep, she's the one. Listen, she's really got it bad for you.
With all due respect, I don't think that she is my type.
I'm not suggesting you marry her, but I'd appreciate it if you'd be nice to her.
Why?
Today's her birthday.
Well, that's nice, but...
Yeah, and I didn't want to mention this, but... she doesn't have much longer left to live. No, a few weeks, maybe days.
Poor kid, she must be awfully brave.
Oh, yes. But then, we haven't told her. We want her to enjoy the time she has left.
But she looks so healthy.
Well, it's not one of those things where you slowly get worse. You seem fine, and then all at once you just go. How about it?
What?
Would you show her a good time tonight after the performance?
I don't think that I want to get involved in this.
I'll give you $50.
$50?
Yeah, but it'll have to be a check. I don't actually have the money until tomorrow.
Well, if that is the case, I suppose I could spend a little time with her, especially since Liza's got other plans this evening.
Great! You won't regret this. I'll arrange everything. You better get seated. The show's about to begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Mayor, esteemed guests, you are fortunate indeed to be here tonight to witness the world-renowned actor Theodore Best present Moments with Shakespeare. Some of you may recognize Mr. Best as Ulysses Best, U.S. Marshal, Don Juan Romeo, or Bad Bart Buckeye. Mr. Best would like to extend his apologies to those of you he fooled today. It was all merely a theatrical exercise to stretch the limits of his talent. You will no doubt be moved, thrilled, touched beyond all understanding of what you will see tonight. Performing with Mr. Best is his recent theatrical discovery is Hannah Muldoon, formerly of the Muldoon Roping and Shooting Extravaganza. Now, I have no doubt that you will all be astounded at what you see tonight, so without further ado, Mr. Theodore Best and Miss Hannah Muldoon bring you Moments with Shakespeare.
I'm really wounded by that rascal Cupid. If only I could catch a glimpse of Juliet again. Good gravy, there she is! A light which breaks yonder window. It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon. It is my love. Oh, that you knew she were.
Ah, me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not be, but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Wow.
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. What is a Montague? Is not a hand or a foot, or an arm, or a face, or any other part belonging to a man. Be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose? By any other name would smell just as sweet. Oh, Romeo, lose your name and take all of me.
Wow.
Romeo, lose your name and take all of me. Gee, I sure wish Romeo was here so I could tell him how I'm feeling.
Oh, I'm not Romeo.
Then who are you? Sneaking around the dark and smiling on me.
I cannot utter my own name to you because it is hateful to me.
I know that voice. You're Romeo. And a Montague.
Not anymore. From now on, call me Joe Smith.
How'd you get over the wall? Don't you know you'll be killed if you're found here?
I flew over the wall on wings of love. I'm not afraid. There's more danger in your eyes than in 20 swords.
I would not for the world you were found here.
I have the cloak of night to hide me.
It's the same darkness that hides the blushing in my cheek. Oh, surely you heard me speak of love for you. Do you love me too? No, don't answer that. This is happening way too quickly. You'll think my love is untrue, but I should make you work hard for my affection. But the truth is, Teddy, I'm too fond of you. Please, you must go and I must return inside.
Will thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction could you have tonight?
The exchange of your love's faithful vow for mine.
My love for you is as deep as the sea.
You mean it?
If your intentions toward me are honorable, sir, then meet me in the chapel tomorrow, where we will be married. But if this has been a game that you've been playing with me, then I must say to the
It's
end.
no game. Since the first moment I saw you, I've loved you. But I wouldn't admit it.
What time shall we meet at the chapel tomorrow?
Tomorrow is too far away. We should be married tonight.
What is the matter with you, Romeo? A girl cannot be expected to marry on such a short notice. Good night. Good night, parting. It's such a sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Hannah.
I'm supposed to leave after that line.
Not yet. We left something out.
Well, you missed a lot of your lines, but I got every single one of mine. And then some.
You were wonderful. We forgot this. Until tomorrow.
Why, Hannah, that was wonderful. Will you join me tonight for dinner?
Teddy?
Mr. Best and I would be delighted if you'd both join us for our dinner. Wouldn't we, Teddy? You scamp! You certainly fooled us! You're the finest actor I've ever met. Now, if you'll please excuse me, gentlemen, Hannah, while I go freshen up.
Miss Hastings.
Here. You really are the best actor in the world. You deserve it.
Hannah.
If you'll please, excuse me too.
Mr. Best, I'd like you to take your check back.
Oh, so the deal's off, huh? That's all right, Lieutenant. I know that Hannah's not...
Hannah is wonderful. I feel like a fool for taking your money. Please don't tell her. I'm going to stay by her side till the bitter end. Better go get some flowers.
That was some show, Mr. Best. You certainly fooled us.
I hope you're not angry.
You get rid of Dashin, all will be forgiven. But we would like to amend our deal a bit.
Yeah, our deal. I think we better call the whole thing off.
Out west, breaking a deal can cost you your life.
Mr. Best. Now, we still want you to get the lieutenant hitched out of our hair by morning. Preach will be waiting for your signal. But it don't matter to us if he takes Miss Muldoon or Miss Hastings. We just want whichever one that he don't take.
And if you want your money and safe passage out of Lost Bluff,
You leave here by noon, alone.
We is serious about this.
Dead serious.
What if the lieutenant doesn't marry either of them?
You just make sure that he does. I don't care how you do it.
just do it.
I don't think so, Mr. Krumsky, but thanks.
Well, the offer still stands if you change your mind.
Oh, lovely flowers, Lieutenant. Did you enjoy the performance?
Indeed, I did.
Wasn't Hannah wonderful? How I envy her talent.
Why, Liza, I'm sure you could be a great actress in the theater.
Oh, I did so want to be an actress. I studied for years, but Aunt Beth, who's raised me ever since I was orphaned as an infant, wouldn't allow it.
You're a grown woman. Can't you do as you please?
That which one desires may not always be within their grasp.
I can't imagine that anything you would want would be beyond your grasp.
Excuse me.
Ah, here you are, Hannah.
Would you please listen to me for just a minute?
You should have warned me is all I'm saying. You told me there'd be no kissing parts.
I couldn't help it. You are so different.
I just let my feminine side show through, like you suggested.
You are wonderful.
You certainly will.
You stay out of this.
He don't have to. He's my dinner date.
Not anymore. The date's off.
What?
Hannah, the only reason Lieutenant Dashing asked you to dinner tonight was because I told him it was your birthday.
What?
And that you only had a few weeks left to live.
You told him that?
And I gave him a check for $50.
It was wrong of me to take the money, Hannah. I gave the check back. I hope you'll still join me for dinner.
I thought you were such a fine gentleman. I was wrong. Been wrong about a lot of things lately.
Listen, Hannah, I have done some stupid things. But the stupidest was nearly letting you slip away from me. That kiss wasn't Romeo kissing Juliet. That was Teddy Best, the real Teddy Best, kissing Hannah Muldoon.
There is no real Teddy Best. You've been acting so long, you don't even know who you are. And neither do I. Now let me through.
Not until you say that you'll marry me.
Marry you? Bo, bring me my gun. Bo, my gun now! Marry you? Are you insane?
listen.
Really insane? Oh, I better your hands off of my man.
Kate, you missed the performance. You were supposed to be here at 7.
Well, sorry, I got held up holding somebody up.
Is it going okay?
Oh, shut up. We gonna have a wedding or what? Johnny's outside waiting to shoot your new husband.
There's just one problem. I'm not who you think I am. I'm not even a great lover or an outlaw. I've never even shot a gun before. I'm Theodore Best, actor extraordinaire.
Well, that's all right, honey. I still think you're cute. I'm gonna marry anyway.
Kate, are you crazy? Sorry, but if he don't know how to shoot a gun, he won't live to the honeymoon. John will shoot him down like a dog in the street.
Oh my goodness. Lieutenant, do something!
Well, there's nothing much I can do until he shoots you. Of course, then we'll have a pretty strong case against him.
Well, a lot of good that'll do me. I'll be dead.
Don't be such a gloomy Gus. Maybe you'll beat Johnny. He ain't all as good as he brags to be.
Look, Miss Wilder, you are a lovely young lady. Any man would be pleased to marry you. But don't you see? I misrepresented myself. I'm not worthy to marry you. I'm just gonna go pack my things and leave. Is there a back door out of here?
Oh, you is worthy enough. Ma, get the preacher. You're the maid of honor, and you're the best man.
Hannah! I love you. I'm sorry that I'll never get the chance to show you, as I expect I'll be shot shortly after my wedding.
And who's Hannah? Well, I'm Hannah. If you're smart, Missy, you'll keep out of this. Well, I ain't never been accused of being too smart. But don't worry, I won't stand in your way. You two deserve each other. Why, thank you. All right, let's get this over with.
Hannah!
You can commence with the ceremony, preacher.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in the sight of God and man to
Cut to the chase, Brad. There's hardly enough light left for a decent showdown.
do you, Kate, take this young man. What is your name, son?
Mud.
Oh, just cut to. I'll pronounce you man and wife.
I now pronounce you.
Hold it! Wait! You forgot a part.
I forgot a lot of parts.
Yeah, well, this one's real important. And what part's that? You forgot to ask if anyone here objects to this marriage. That's because ain't no one gonna object to this marriage if they want to stay healthy. Make a good point there, Katie. I gotta be honest with you. I'm starting to feel very objectionable about this whole thing.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
And why is that? Well, I know the little guy ain't much to look at, but I've grown rather fond of him. And I don't particularly want to see him get shot up by John Dillon. Oh, well, I'll let you in on a little secret. I bought John Ball that brew that saleswoman was peddling here earlier. By the time this wind's over, he won't be able to shoot straight. The little guy's got a chance of plugging him. I don't see how that's any better. What do you mean? Well, if he survives the shootout, then he's gonna be married to you. And like I said, I've grown rather fond of him. Well, there's only one way you're gonna get him. How's that? You're gonna have to take him from me. Oh, I see.
Clem, do you think now's a good time to, arrest Kate and the gang for robbing us earlier today?
Good thinking, Mayor. As interim sheriff of Lost Bluff, I hereby arrest you for suspicion of robbery I saw you commit. Let's go.
Please walk me to the door like a gentleman.
You won't do that marriage best as soon as I'm out. It'll be too late by then. You'll already be married.
Did you really mean that, Hannah? Or were you just acting?
Oh, Teddy, you know I know nothing about acting.
Well, Liza, looks like we've lost both of our dinner dates. Could I persuade you to a quiet candlelight supper?
That would be lovely, Lieutenant, but I'm afraid I haven't got the time. I have to pack.
Good. The sooner we're out of here, the better.
I'll see that you get on that eastbound train out, Beth, but after that, I'll be going on the road with Mr. Krupski in the Wild West show. What? I'm gonna be an actress. He wants to be my agent. Oh.
The girl's got talent. Hey, I decided to try to strike out on my own best. If you let me pay a little time, I'll buy out the Wild West show's contract from you. You never really wanted it. If you agree to leave Hannah with me, you can have Bo and Jess no charge. Hannah's the whole show!
Let her go, Leo. We'll build a whole new show. Together.
All right, partner. Tough luck, Lieutenant. I'll get you one of Molly's power drinks. Come on, it's on my tab. Come on, you don't need these anymore. Come on.